switch off the audio.
Good evening.
Krish and Kashish both switch off the audio, please.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Meta.
Evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
तो मुझे आवाज नहीं आ रही.
Wait for 2 minutes more, then we'll start with the lecture.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
हमने ईयरफोन पहने हुए.
Raga, switch off the audio, please. Okay, student, let's start. Good evening to all. See, we had started subunit 1.4, in which we have learned about writing skills. Means whenever you want to communicate in writing form, then which elements you should be keep in your mind and what you learn to improve your writing skills. Clear? Most important aspects which we learned, that about the correct words which you need to learn, that which correct words you have to use in your writing. Clear? Secondly, your grammar, and third, your form of sentence structure. Means whatever the sentences you are using in your writing skill, its structure should be best, so that the receiver can easily learn and easily read whatever you have writing over there. Clear? So these three aspects you should be in your mind while you are writing. After that, we had done about the phrase and sentences. See, both are the number of words. Phrase and sentences, both are the number of words, but what is the difference? In phrase, whatever the message you are giving, it is meaningless. Means you don't have a complete message in phrase. But on the other side, if we are talking about sentences, we have complete idea, we have complete information with meaningful. Clear? So this is a difference between phrase and sentences. Even I have given the example, that if you are giving the phrase, it will be few words in the evening, in the morning, hard work, difficult task. These are the phrases. But when we use these phrases with another words, that will become the sentence. For example, your IT class will be in the evening at 4 o'clock. So in the evening, I'm using over here with another words that makes a sentence. Clear? I get up early in the morning. In phrase, I was used in the morning, but in sentence, I have used I get up early in the morning. My idea or my information has completed with the other words that will become the sentences. Clear? Do work hard. So here I'm using work hard or hard work word, but with another word that will become the sentence. So at the end, it will be phrase and sentences. Both are number of words, but what is the difference? In phrase, it is meaningless, and in sentences it is complete information with meaning. Clear? Those students who have not switched on the video, kindly switch on your video please. Jasmine, Navpreet, both Navpreet, Sneha. Yes. Clear? So after that we had started kinds of sentences. See, we have 4 kinds of sentences. 4 kinds of sentences, in which first we have assertive or declarative sentence, second we have interrogative, third we have imperative, and fourth we have exclamatory. In assertive or declarative we have 2 ways of sentences, one is positive, another is negative. Clear? In interrogative, whatever the sentences which are related to the questions, those all sentences are the part of interrogative sentence. Next, we have imperative sentences, in which you need to express your order, your request, your command. Clear? Like you are using please word, where you are requesting to someone. In the sentences where you are using request, please word, that are the which type of sentences? That are imperative sentences. And where you are ordered to someone. Clear? That is a part of imperative sentences. Last, we have exclamatory sentences, in which you are express that you are happy, sad, surprised. Clear? And you use some words over there. Clear? So these are the exclamatory, and you have to use exclamatory sign also. Where you are using the exclamatory sentences, you have to use the exclamatory sign over there. Clear? So these all kinds of sentences we have in writing. What happened, Aprit? Arman, switch on the video please. I will not repeat. Okay, so these are the kinds of sentences. Rest, we have parts of sentences. See, there are 2 parts of sentences. One is subject, another is predicate. Subject, where we are using noun or pronoun. Clear? The part of sentence to whom we are saying subject, that part contains either noun or pronoun. And predicate, what we are talking about noun or pronoun. Like he is an intelligent boy. He, I'm using pronoun, that is a part of subject. Is an intelligent boy, I'm talking about the boy. He. Clear? Is an intelligent boy, so is an intelligent boy is a predicate. Clear? In sentence where we are using noun or pronoun, those parts are the subject, and we are talking about what of that subject, that is a part of predicate. So we have 2 parts in a sentence, A part, that is a subject, B part, that is a predicate. Clear? Next we have parts of speech. See, in parts of speech we have 8 parts of speech in a grammar, in English grammar. What are those parts of speech? We discussed first 3, that is noun, pronoun and adjective. First 3 are these. Rest we have verb, adverb, conjunction, preposition, interjection. So we have 8 parts of speech in English grammar, and these parts of speech you are using in your writing. Whenever you are using your communication in writing form, These parts of speech you have to use in your writing. Clear? Noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, conjunction, preposition, and interjection. Clear? Next we have noun. What is a noun? Where we are taking a name of any person, place, thing. Clear? That is known as noun. Mohan, name of the person. Delhi, name of the city. Clear? Dog, animal. So where you are using the word which are related to the name of the person, place, or thing, animal. Clear? So these are the noun. And what is a pronoun? Pronoun where you are using a word in place of noun. You are not using the noun over there. In place of noun, you are using another word. That word is known as pronoun. For example, Johan is my classmate. I'm using Johan over here. That is the name of the person. He is a very intelligent boy. Now I'm not using the John again. I'm using he over there in place of John. So he is a pronoun. Clear? I have a pet. I have a pet. Clear? So what is pet over here? That is a noun. Clear? It is very sweet. It I'm using in place of pet. So it is a pronoun over here. Clear? So where we are using the noun and in place of noun we are using another words. Those words are known as pronoun. Next we have adjective. Adjective means in which you are describing a noun. In which you are describing a noun. I went to Jammu Kashmir last year. Jammu Kashmir. I am using the name of the place. Jammu and Kashmir. Here, it was a very beautiful place. It I am using for the Jammu and Kashmir. And was a beautiful place. I am describing a noun over here. Clear? About the Jammu and Kashmir. Clear? So, beautiful place, it is a adjective. Clear? Next we have verb. In verb where you define an action. How you will define an action? He sings a song. What is a verb over here? He sings a song.
Sings.
Sings. Yes.
Sings.
Sings. I'm describing action. What action I'm describing? Sings. Clear? अच्छा गाता है. तो गाता है क्या है? Verb है. Clear? So you can use verb also in your sentences where you are describing a action, not a noun. Noun means you are describing a noun, particular noun. Like I have given the example of Jammu and Kashmir. It was a beautiful city. So I'm describing that beautiful city. Which is a beautiful city? Jammu and Kashmir. But where I'm using the verb means I'm describing the action. He sings a song. गाता है. Clear? वो गाना गाता है. तो गाता है क्या है? Verb है. Clear? You can take any action over here. It is depend that which sentence you are using and what verb you require. But verb is used whenever you want to describe an action. Any action. It is not only a gata hai. Any action you can use in your sentence. And those actions which you are describing, that actions are known as verb. Clear? Next we have adverb. What is adverb? Where you are describes a verb and adjective or an adverb. Where you are describing a verb, adjective and adverb. Like the class sit very silently in the classroom. The students sit in the class very silently. So here I am using word silently in which I am describing a class. I am describing the students over here. And what they are doing? They are sit. Sit is a verb over here. Clear? Sit is a verb in the sentence. And how they sit? They sit silently. So I am describing the verb over here that students sit in the class very silently. So sit is a verb over here, and which verb, which which adverb I am using over here, that is silently, where I am describing the verb. That students sit in the class very silently. Is it clear? Adverb? Adverb means where you are describing a verb, adverb or adjective. Clear? Next we have preposition. Preposition means where you use a word which links to the noun. Links. One we have conjunction, one we have preposition. Now what is the difference between these two? Conjunction is used to join two words, two sentences. Clear? Conjunction word, wherever you are using the conjunction word, why you use conjunction word? Because you want to join two words or two sentences. But preposition is not for joining, it is for link, where you are need to make the link of a noun, not two words, not two sentences of a noun. Preposition is used to make the link of a noun. How? We went to school on Monday. What is a noun over here? We went to school on Monday. What is a noun over here?
School. Went.
Went is a verb.
Now.
Went
School.
is a verb. School is a yes.
Went is
School,
a verb. School is a noun.
school is a place. School is a place. So place we have noun. That is a school. And we are using on word over here, which links the noun. Clear? On word links with the noun. That is a school. Clear? Second example. The cat is under the table. The cat is under the table. What is a noun over here?
Cat.
Cat.
and table.
Yes.
Table.
Two nouns are
Cat.
there.
Cat.
Yes. Cat
Cat
and
and table.
two nouns are here. And which word is links these two nouns?
Under. Under.
Yes, under. So under is a preposition where we have two nouns and these two nouns are linked with each other with the help of which word, that is under. Clear? So under is a preposition. Is it clear where you are using preposition? Where you need to make the link of nouns. Either nouns or pronouns. Sometimes we are using pronouns also. Clear? Either nouns or pronouns, where you make the links among nouns or pronouns, which word you are using, that is preposition. And we have number of preposition: under, on, after, between, among. Clear? These all are the preposition which are used to make the links between noun or pronoun. Clear? Next we have conjunction, of course, where we join clauses or sentences or words. We are joining. Clear? He is a naughty boy but intelligent. One clause I have. He is a naughty boy but intelligent. Two clauses I have. One is intelligent, one is naughty. And which word I am using over here? But.
But.
Yeah. So but is a conjunction where we are joining two sentences, two clauses or a words. Not links, it joins. Clear? For this we have but, and, when, whereas, while. Just think about those words which joins two clauses and sentences of words. Clear? Even we have when also, we have while also, we have whereas also. So it is depend that which word is suitable, which conjunction is suitable in that place, where you need to join two clauses, sentences or words. Is it clear with the conjunction? Next we have interjection. Interjection in which we are using short exclamation. Oh my God. I have given the example in previous topic also. So, oh my God, I am using. Oh my God. Shit. We are using sometimes shit. So, shit is a exclamation. Clear? Oh, this is also exclamation. Hi. This is also explanation. Well, clear. So where you are using short explanation and you insert it in a sentence, it is not necessary to insert. It is depend upon your reaction. So reaction you are not showing, that reaction you are using in a writing. Sometimes there's a situation where I'm using my uh, like exclamation words, but I'm using like shit, but I'm not using to pronounce, I'm using to writing. So these interjection words are using over there. Clear? Well, I'm fine, I think you will be fine over there. So well, I'm using over here, it is like a short exclamation. Clear? So these are the interjection. It is not necessary to use, it is used whenever you want to express yourself, that you are using exclamation sign over here. Yeah, so these are 8 parts of speech which you need to learn. Whenever you need to in your sentence, it will be used in the sentence. These parts of speech. These are the 8 parts of speech. Next we have, if you are using these parts of speech, it is used with the another 2 words. One is denotative and another is connotative. Now what is the difference between denotative and connotative? Denotative means in which you are just inform the object. Inform, nothing else. You are just inform of the object. Object, it will be anything. It will be the person, it will be the animal, it will be the place, it will be thing, it will be anything. Where you are using only to inform about the object, that is a denotative. And what you want to express about that object, that is a connotative. Clear? For example, I'm using word over here, that is account. Just account, that is object I'm using, and it is a denotative. But about account, what I want to tell, that is a connotative. My account is in SBI bank. My account is in SBI bank. So these sentences are connotative sentence in which you are describing about your object. Clear? Earlier I have taken word account. I'm just inform, that is account. Inform about the object. But what I want to tell about that object, that is a connotative. It means my account is in SBI bank. Clear? Where I'm using the object with its description. What I'm talking about my account. Clear? Or I want to I want to switch my account from SBI to PNB. See, in both sentences I'm using account. Clear? In the earlier sentence I'm using the account, that is wait, Vanshika. In earlier I was using the account, that is my account is in SBI bank. In second sentence I'm using account with another way, that I want to switch my account from SBI to PNB. Clear? So this is a connotative. This is known as connotative, in which you are using those objects to describe it. Clear? Yes, Vanshika, you were raised the hand.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, this topic was not understood by me.
This topic
Ma'am, it's not clearly understand.
clearly understand. Okay. See, we
Please
have done.
repeat it.
We have done parts of speech, 8 parts of speech we had done, in which we were used noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, verb, interjection, conjunction, preposition. But these sentences are of 2 ways. One is denotative, another is connotative. In denotative, what we have only inform about the object. Only inform. Nothing we are showing over there. We are just informing the object. Object will be anything. It will be the place, it will be the name of the person, it will be the name of the animal, it will be the name of the thing, anything. Clear? So I have taken the example of object account. What is account over here? Account is a denotative over here. But how you will describe account? I have taken 2 examples to describe the account. One, my account is in SBI bank. Clear? Another example I have taken, that I want to switch my account from SBI to PNB. In both sentences, I am using the same object, that is account. But the way I am describing it, it is different. Clear? In one, I have describing that where is my account, clear, in which bank my account, and second I have described that I want to switch my account from this bank to this bank. Clear? So we have two ways to describe parts of speech. It is depend that which way you are using. You are just inform about the object or you want to describe about the object. Is it clear? Yes, Vanshika?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Oh,
clear now.
okay. Now let's start with the next topic. Next topic we have use of articles. Do you know what is article? Why we use it? Article. Articles. Anybody? Have you used articles in English grammar?
Yes, ma'am.
Where it is used?
Ma'am, with vowels and consonants.
What are the vowels?
Ma'am, the five main words A, E, I, O, U.
A, E, I, O, U. What is it?
Vowels.
Vowels with. It is alphabets. A, E, I, O, U are not a different from
Yes,
any
ma'am.
other. It are the alphabets which we had taken from the 26 alphabets. A to Z we have alphabets in English. And
Yes.
A, E, I, O, U we have taken from there only. They are not special words. They are not out of the 26 characters. They are from there only. Clear? So let's start with the use of article. See, we have three articles, a and the. But where we are used, it is depend upon the sentence. A and the, where you have used, it is depend upon the sentence. Armanjot, will you listen to me or you want to talk to another one?
Sorry, ma'am.
Beta, while you are attending your class, you should be sit in the separate room. Clear? So that you have to concentrate in your class only. Yes. So use of articles, we have three articles in English, a and the. But where we are using it is depend upon the sentence. Mainly you have a point in your mind about the article that where you have a vowels A, E, I, O, U and will be there. It is in your mind? Clear? But have you seen somewhere that whenever we are using MLA and we are using an over there, why? MLA. Why we use an with it? Because we are pronounced am. A we are pronounced over here. Clear? So sometimes whatever the words we are using, the words are different and the pronunciation is different. Clear? For example, knife. You are saying knife. According to the pronunciation, spelling should be N-I-F-E. But what is the spelling? Spelling is K-N-I-F-E. So we are taking the pronunciation of knife without K. Clear? So these things you should be in your mind while you are using the articles. And moreover, do you know a and an both are the definite articles? Means we have two types of articles. One is indefinite, another is definite. Clear? So a or and both are the indefinite articles. Why it is indefinite? A and an is an indefinite. First of all, what do you mean by indefinite and definite?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, definite defined to a particular thing, like
Okay.
the Taj Mahal.
Okay.
And indefinite doesn't define a particular thing, like a boy.
Yes. Yes. So what we have, definite means where you define some special thing. Means where you are using the sentence in which you are define the special thing. That is a definite. So the is always used with the definite sentences. And indefinite means which we are not talking about a special thing. Clear? There's not any special meaning over there. So that is indefinite. We are not defining anything special. So a and an both are the definite indefinite articles, and the is a definite article. So first of all, you have to learn that the is used where you are specifying with the special sentences, means special words you are using over there. Taj Mahal, we have only one Taj Mahal. There's no any other Taj Mahal, or there's any other Taj Mahal over there. Here, so we are using Taj Mahal with which article? The. Because this is a special word we are using over here. The Taj Mahal. Here, hospital. Hospital is a definite or indefinite word? Hospital is a definite word or indefinite word? Hospital is used for? Hospital is specialized for? Yes, beta. Hospital is specialized for patients. Health, of course.
Health.
Health. Clear? So this is a specialized place. Hospital is a specialized place. So which article you will be used with the hospital? Which article you will be used with the hospital?
The.
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 The. Either that is a singular or a plural.
Plural.
Clear? Otherwise, what we are taking, where we have a singular, we have used a or an. Where we have a plural, we are using the. No. The is used with the plurals also, but the is used for the special words in which we have a specialized thing. I have given two examples to you. One is Taj Mahal, another we have hospital. So what is the specialization of hospital? Hospital is a specialized word. Why it is a specialized word? Because it is used for the health welfare. Clear? So here you have to learn about these points where you are using a and the. Don't think it is about that a and an is only for the singular, the is only for the plural. No, this is a wrong concept in your mind. If you are taking this concept in your mind that a and an is for the singular thing or the is for the plural, no, sometimes we are using the with the singular thing also, but where we are using in which we have a specialized thing. Is it clear with indefinite and definite? Till now I'm just explaining about the definite and indefinite things. Clear? Now we'll start with the rules of a and an correctly, where we are using and where we are using the word that is a definite article. Clear? So let's start with the first rule about a and an. A is, in spite of being an indefinite article, can be used before names of meals when these are preceded by an adjective. A is used with the meal where you are preceding that noun with the adjective. Clear? For example, they have given a very good example over here. She gave a. What is a she? She is a pronoun over here. She gave me a. Now here they are using a word, a article, good breakfast at 8 a.m. So meal, what meal they are offering? Breakfast. And what is a pronoun over here? She. Clear? She gave me a good meal. That is a breakfast at 8 a.m. Clear? So a is used with the meal also. Either it is a breakfast, lunch or dinner. We have 3 meals in a day. Breakfast we have, lunch we have, and dinner we have. So wherever the in a sentence meal is using, with meal always a is used. and it is depend what adjective they are using. But remember, a is always used with the meal. Meal will be any meal. It will be a breakfast, it will be a lunch, or it will be a dinner. Is it clear? First rule. Second rule. A and an is used before a singular countable noun which is used an example to represent a class. Of course, we had done that in our mind, that where we have a singular sentence, where we have a singular noun, we are using a and an over there. But a and an, where we are using singular with the vowels, we are using an, and where we don't have a vowels, we are using a. Clear? This is the second rule. This is already in your mind, that a and an is used with the singular, but an is used with the vowels a, e, I, o, u. Clear? And second, we have a with the singular. This is the second rule. Third rule. It must be borne in the mind that man or woman, when used in a general sense to represent mankind as a whole, never takes an article. Now, any where you are using a and an with man or woman or the, we are not using anything. Man is a singular, woman is a singular, but we are not using with them a and an. Why? Because it is a mankind sense represent, you are using a man, kabhi use kiya, a man, a woman. Clear? This is a wrong. If you are using, this is a wrong. Why? Because this is a mankind we are using over here. Clear? Man, it is a one, about the human being you are talking about. Clear? Next we have a can be used before miss, Mrs, first name, surname. Even you can use a with before miss, Mrs, first name or surname. For example, is there a Rajat working in the accounts department of your office? Rajat I am using, and before Rajat I am using a. Is there a Rajat? Clear? That is the first name of the person. And with the first name or surname or Mr. Miss, you can use a in an article. Clear? Miss, Mrs, first name, surname, you can use a. I have given the example, is there a Rajat? My interrogative sentences I am using. I am asking, is there a Rajat working in the accounts department of your office? Clear? So with Rajat, what I am using? A article I am using. So you can use a with Miss, Mr, first name or surname. Clear? Next rule. Next rule is about a and both. Is used after the words like many, rather, such, quite in certain structures. Not every time. In certain structures, you are using a and with many, such, rather. Clear? So here you can use a and an. So see, it is not used with singular only. There are different rules to use a and an with indefinite articles. Clear? Now second we have definite article. What is a definite article in use of articles? That is the is used with the specialized sentence, where you are using the word which is having a specialized in it. You are using the word over there. Clear? So what are those rules? First of all, we have is used before a noun denoting a hospital, temple, school, college, prison. If it's a purpose or use, it is not referred to say if used in a primary purpose. If you are use these words as a primary purpose means with the secondary, whatever the secondary I don't know, but I am using these words for the primary means I have given some special treatment these words. So what you will use? You will use the word. The hospital, the school, the temple. Why? Because you are using this for a primary purpose. Is it clear? Next we have second rule,